Give us the topic. What is the topic that we're
The
talking
overall
about?
the state of the
The state of West Indies.
last few. We just talking about the games, or
I don't know what to talk. We could talk about so many
The
things.
West Indies team.
But good God. Good God.
Let's focus on one thing.
let's talk about this.
God,
Their recent performance as opposed to the overall.
No. There's no need to talk about our recent performance because there's no hope coming for this team in the World Cup. None whatsoever.
Okay, so we can talk about chances in the World Cup then.
No, there's no reason.
This is in the world.
Well, we could just talk about it.
No.
As you can see, this is totally a
A man scored 100 and
I did have
40
or Nick off 47 balls.
Yeah. 4 balls.
44 balls.
He might have 50 off for
16
16.
sixes.
He might have 50 off for 16 balls. Like,
Alright.
yeah.
His balls were perfect.
And listen, and what's called it, and stick, because clearly 6.
I'm going to ask you a question, bro. Because you didn't watch the match.
I watched parts of it.
What's
Have
up?
you
It's
watched
hard
it
to
before?
break it. It's hard to break up your morning, right? From shelling your boiled egg and getting ready and things to watch that there. Like, I was in it with the first one, but
From one shell to another.
Was
Yeah.
Jason bowling at the
Shellings.
honey? No, seriously, no. Was somebody bowling at the honey?
I feel even if you boil it on the hand, you want to give it.
Were there
Alright, wait. Jokes aside.
Don't be
No, these are not
we have
jokes.
to laugh at it.
These are not jokes. These
What
are
you said?
jokes.
What you said?
Alright. So the West Indies are bad, and going
Right.
into the World Cup.
Alright, let's talk about it seriously for everybody.
I thought we were decent.
Let's talk about it.
overs though.
So you come out of India and you decide you don't like how certain players behave.
Right.
So this time we can all relate to in sports.
Mm.
So you decide, alright, I don't like how these men behave.
V for
So
victimization.
V for victimization.
Uh-huh.
I can argue the ain't so great,
Mm.
and I can put the men one side to get a new feeling in the team.
Right.
We've seen that before. In
Yeah.
NFL, basketball,
Yeah.
whatever.
We even saw that cricket is so profitable. We
We've
even saw politics.
We've even seen
Did
that
it work
in
in-
Cuba.
did it work
with
in
Fidel's
South
brother. We had a new era. Okay.
It is.
But my thing is, right? So you bring a young team, a very inexperienced captain, and you make him captain on a away tour to South Africa, less than a month before a World Cup in one of the most demanding, racist, inhospitable places. And what do you think is going to happen? What do you think? And you leave 2 of the bigger ringleaders in the team still, in Gale and Ramney. What do you think is going to happen to that young man?
Do you know that Jason Holder has less than 10 games captain wonders?
My thing is, I don't mind the man having 10 years captain wonders, you know.
No less.
I don't mind that. But give the man a new team. But give the man a brand new team and say,
So
this
you
is your team.
You can't leave the cohorts inside. You can't leave the band.
You can't leave any cancer cells in the dressing room, in your opinion. That's if you feel that Gale is
So
a
the man
cancer
set
cell.
up to field.
But Larry, when you want transition, right? We use transition at home, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Against Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Zimbabwe,
Not ready to work.
against Namibia. You don't transition in a World Cup, leave 2 or 3 cancer cells in the dressing room, and then drop 2 men and say, well, they were performing well. And then the men you carry on tour again, the all-star. No, hold the ground.
But before
Down
we
to the boundaries.
Down to the boundaries. Why?
But before we continue, bro, worse yet, a man who I had great respect for, Clive Lloyd, came
Not forget for in pink clothes, huh? I always jump that and when we start talking. That man went to Australia and played cricket in pink clothes.
Kerry Parker cricket.
For Kerry Parker.
So he was Pink Floyd then.
He was pink Lloyd.
I won't get into the
Pinky.
PSL for Lloyd. However,
Pinky and that's right.
this is
Say it again.
Say it again, bro. Say it again. Say it again, bro. Say it again.
Let me get Justin.
I want to say this, bro. Lloyd, who is arguably known as the greatest West Indies captain of all time,
Yes.
came on record and said that it was cricketing reasons that led to the exclusion of both your previous captain Bravo, Elder Bravo that is, and Pollard. When the stats showed that last season, Elder Bravo
It's true.
had an average of 49.
More than one day cricket he did.
Was swallowed one to the point that the ICC had the man in their world team.
In their world team, correct.
You may not like Pollard as a cricketer, and he may be a substandard one. However, you cannot deny that the man is a game changer.
You can't like
Here's the other thing, right? So when you pick a team now, for the men that you release a big career, you pick a team like West Indies, we ain't really got on a batsman. So we ain't like South Africa, like A.B. de Villiers and got Hashem Amlin in the middle order, like batsmen who can bat any which way and do what they have to do. We don't have stroke players. Samuels is the closest person.
We do. That's Samuel's right.
So what we do in the West Indies, we play Russian roulette with our batting. No. If you play 9 swipers are fast bowler and Samuels.
What is about fire?
Yeah.
You argue what a 9.
Somebody got hit.
Five make a fire, right?
Yeah.
So you play a combination. That's your combination, your pinch hit combination. You see some baseball teams have stacked with more power hitters than necessarily men who plays the ball and can get a run on base. I'm assuming. So that's what the West Indies play. We play when you get past Samuels from 5 down to 9. Right? One of these men got a fire.
Hopefully.
We got the back fish of fire, right?
Hopefully.
No, we don't win all games, but we can get out the group and maybe cause a little trouble in the Super 8 and maybe find yourself in the semi-final.
I mean, you can find yourself in the semi-final with the right
combination.
No.
The way you think about that combination, and you might say, yeah, part of this jump. Well, nobody ain't arguing that.
But it
I don't
working.
even think Trinidad will argue that.
But it working.
But the combination of Pollard, Sammy, Russell, Bravo, Ramney in a team now, you will say, well, none of them men can back. Fair enough. But one day, you're banking on that. At least 2 of the men produce a can't back performance for you with a 40 off 25 balls. That's you open for 2 60s off 22 balls or 2 whatever to combine for at least 80 runs from 60 balls to win you a game. Because you're banking that Gill and Samuels always get you within 100 runs, and your last 42, over 42, over 40, that combination at the bottom
to give you at least 60.
to get you over the line.
Yeah.
And hold on, and that combination has proven
To get over the line.
And that combination has proven effective.
Because
in certain matches.
didn't they just beat somebody?
We're not about one team actually.
Right, they beat somebody.
We won in 20 series.
In 2014, we actually split one day is 50%.
Right.
We split one day 50%. We don't split nothing 50% in Caribbean when it comes to cricket.
T20 is winning.
Well, T20 and thing. But there again, the combination.
Yeah, you just talk about the bunch of
who you want.
swimmers.
No, but I'm not saying that Bravo is a great cricketer. He's not. I'm not saying Pollard can bat better than Larry. He can't. I'm not saying that Sammy can bat better than George Bradford that live down in Church Bottom. He can't.
He's a bad guy.
Who, George Bradford?
Yeah, you see him back.
He's a cricketer. Hell of a cricketer. Even at 70, a hell of a cricketer. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the combination. Now, if you want to say you would give up that combination for stability,
That's alright.
Just get rid of all the cancer.
get rid of all the cancer. But come up with your balls and say, my name is Clive Lloyd, I'm getting rid of these men because they are cancer. And I'm going to get rid of the rest of the cancer cells one time.
But you can't.
But you know South Africa did that.
We can't.
We know South Africa did that.
But they did it. But the reason they can't do it is because just remember, out of a memorandum of agreement, out of that field Indian tour, they said and publicly said they are not going to victimize any player kind of that series.
Wait.
So you can't.
You don't want the cancer when Lakers gone.
I do.
You do. All 25 million of it, right? All 25 million.
Achilles and all.
Torn Achilles, bad
Everything,
shoulder,
everything.
and all.
Like
all.
his duty money, but cut here.
But
Lakers,
gone.
I want.
And you will let it gone.
Yeah.
You would take a punch up for 2 years for it to be gone.
Yeah.
You will understand.
Yeah.
But you can't half kill the cancer cells. But if you're doing the
No,
chemo,
you
let
gotta
me
get
do
one
the
cancer.
chemo.
Yeah.
If you're doing the chemo, just let me do the chemo.
I can agree, but the real issue is no, you have
Bring the chemo,
You have-
smoke the weed on the night, and let him deal with cancer.
You have possibly messed up Jason Wallace's career from here. You have possibly done it.
But you've messed up Jason Woods' career because you did not
Do what you're
bring the
supposed to do.
chemo. Bring the chemo and give the man. You can give the man Sammy, right? You can leave Sammy, and that's it. You can leave Sammy. You can leave Samuels,
So you can
and
take
you can
over
go
Ramsey.
for it. Yes. But he won't even rhythm section in Drake before. He's an idiot. Yes, man was Drake that break money on the side. Any rhythm section now.
He said that.
I'm going to turn on ESPN HD right now, Cocker, but just we will finish.
Uh-huh.
There's a commercial running with the man, the man was driving cricket, the man said the rhythm section, but
I'm going to say this. I agree that you have to bring chemo, but I would have left them in for this series, so far for the series,
No.
and the World Cup.
First of all, though, I would not have Persia cancer in the World Cup. I would take my loss.
I would
I would have taken my loss. I would have left everybody.
That's what I'm saying. I
And
would
then
have
next
everybody
whole series, then next whole series, I
Get rid-
bring
but I would let all the men go. Because this is the other thing too. With all them disputes, them men can't perform. So we have all those disputes. Men are shooting themselves in the foot. You can see it in Ram. Then the man in South Africa, the man can perform. You can see it in the 3 games we played in India. The performances got worse and worse. The first game we hustled them, man, and then the performances went worse and worse and worse. So just leave the youngster, leave the little man, let them play the natural course Super 50, send away the cancer cells, let them get beat, and as soon as the workout is over,
Start fresh.
different direction.
And that's the problem.
Fresh out of home series.
No, and they've shot themselves in the foot. I won't say this. They said they got rid of those 2 mainly for cricketing reasons, which is clearly not the case.
Especially
And they also said that they were going in a younger direction when the team is still at average age of over 28. That can't be going in a younger direction. Had they just waited, left them in South Africa series where they were due to fail, left them in for the World Cup where they were due to fail, then you have your cricketing reasons to doubt them. But you've now shot yourself in the foot because now you've shown that you are about victimization and what for the purpose of what?
I just want to put a disclaimer out there too, right? Because I was having a discussion with a man. You might start asking about if I know Suman Ben and if I talk to Suman Ben about what happened on
It's
tour.
one of your favorite days.
No,
That is one of your.
Yes, but just more I appreciate what you're saying next about how if I know what Bravo is saying this, but it's still we here on the toss up. We are average men. We are regular people. We don't have any inside scoop. I go by what I see on news and paper and so on. I don't talk to nobody in dressing room. I ain't got friends in dressing room.
Well, Marty might have that.
I don't even think Marcy had that.
I'm sure
I can't message
bro that time about in the gap.
harshly.
We get that in 6
But I don't have the inside scoop. I don't know. So somebody will be listening and say, well, I am friends with Kimara Roach, who's friends with this body, who know that. I don't know on that. I just figure you're playing on a bad team. You want to go in a different direction to show man, you know, I don't know if the WCB in itself even knows what direction they want to go in anyway. That's another whole 2 weeks worth of discussion. But I'm saying
the phones don't even work.
the first don't even work. But if you identify that you have a problem and a team problem and a cancer in your team, get rid of the whole thing and let's go from there. But don't mess up my man Jason. And he's our neighbor though. We should really have an inside scoop. He live down the road.
He's a good guy.
We need to go and knock on his door and ask him exactly what's going
He's not
on.
going to talk. He's a very good guy. Very well.
Maybe we can get his brother to talk though.
He actually was
If he gets his brother playing
I
back.
see Fatty Bakery. We can hold him. I go hold the Fatty Bakery that said, my sister, what they're doing to your son.
But the last point I want to leave is this. Out of everything our team has suffered,
It's true.
2 men have been main scapegoats of that whole Indian series.
Them men really good though.
No
But
problem.
the men really good.
But
Them men really make you walk
But
on team anyway.
the whole problem,
ICC ODI team of the year, whatever. We really want my
the
team though.
whole problem in facing the Caribbean, not sports in general, we have leaders who do not resign when the shit hits the fan. And here is the problem: you had out of that disaster in India, the first head that has to roll is Dave Cameron. The only head that has to roll
is Dave
is Dave Cameron. You can't. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You could talk about the players. You could talk about the way behind and the Weeper. The first
So you say we have a region of people who don't want to take responsibility and don't resign.
Central Bank. Marion Williams not only did not resign, but she was allowed to go off in the sunset as an
Who's
ambassador.
going far? The boy that organized the Nigerians. Who's that?
I don't know. But
It's true. It is very true.
He didn't be. He's not going to resign.
Caribbean leaders on a whole, no matter politics, sports, religion, faith, with
Barefoot
farces.
preacher at home though.
Who's up?
Barefoot preacher in the Methodist church.
Yeah,
Almost
he
there.
may only take though.
He's
Yes,
the first
yes.
man. People Jimmy Dolan did not go home. He had to go to prison. He had to go to prison. I still came back on the leading church. Caribbean leaders do not resign. There is a problem. If that had happened in the NBA, say no, I don't know, Larry's team, the Heat, had decided they're not playing a game. You know the first person that has to go? Pat Riley has got to go.
Then sport. If
People, we have a bunch of leaders who accept response, do not accept
But that's
responsibility.
Caribbean way though. Entitlement. I'm entitlement. Entitlement is our thing. Entitlement is our thing. I'm
So
entitled to be
you're
here.
not safe.
Yeah.
No, he is safe if he carried in.
If one man tell me, right, that this show ain't good, you are to resign. But we want Andy Achille.
No, we do it.
And the sergeant large in charge.
Yeah. Well, she's larger in charge, and don't have to call it Sarge.
That's not funny. That is
Well,
bad journalism.
as you can tell, anybody.
Hold on.
That's bad.
Been in it long as heck.
Man,
You don't respect
man.
Please, Rob, what you saying?